Hey, good morning, everyone. It is July 16th of 2025. Let's get to work. Let's go to the market watch. And what we're going to do, this is the full time frame continuity scan that I have right here. This is within my basket. And what I'm looking for the stocks that have full time frame continuity. And these right here all have it. And then when I sort this by the day, because the day is the smallest time frame, I want to look for something that is inside day, two down, or three. Those are my trades. Now, I'm not saying that these that are already two up are bad. I simply have designed a market where I want my actionable signal to be something like this, where it's an inside bar and up, or an inside bar and down, or a 2-2 reversal to the upside, or a three bar. But that's up to you. You have to define who you are as a trader, and then when you understand that, you're able to shut off all the noise. The strat is wonderful because if you're fairly new to trading, you can become a one-trick pony, and you can decide that you're going to only trade inside days until you understand how to trade inside days, and then you can graduate and go to two down, two up reversals. It's strictly up to you. That's the nice thing about the strat. But if you take a look over here to the left, because I have this saved, I'm able to also see this on the left, and it populated right here, the same symbols. Now, I have this customized so where it'll only show me the day, so I can do the same thing. I can sort by inside, two down, and then the three. So let's take a look at these, and let's take a look at like App Lovin'. I just love this name, App Lovin'. Um, so App Lovin', what do we know to be true? It's two up on the year. It's in force. We have a possible 222 reversal to the upside, or a possible 222 continuation to the downside. And here's the deal, it's inside quarter. So this right here is not an actionable signal on this time frame. So as we work to the right and we look at the month, we can also see right here that we're holding the 10. And I know some of you believe in the 10, some of you don't. I use a 10-day simple moving average on every time frame, and I really like it because it's just a visual aid for me to help me determine whether or not a stock is healthy or not. If you like it, add it. If not, so be it. I mean, it's your market, you design it. Just remember, keep an open mind. I know more people who get caught up with indicators and they consider it to be the holy grail. And I'm going to tell you, it's just an indicator based upon price. It's just a visual aid for me. I don't I don't look at it and say this is a sure bet that APP is going to reverse and go back up to here. I don't do that because, as you know, it could very well continue. And look, it could trigger a 222 reversal back down. So when I see something like this, I have to keep an open mind, right? Everyone has to keep an open mind. So the only actionable signal on the month would be 320 down, and I've already got that marked down here in my alerts. So let's work to the right now. This is the week, and you can see that on the week we have a possible 222 reversal back down to 322. Look at how it hit the 10. Does that mean anything? It just means it hit the 10 and it wasn't able to get above it. That's all that means. That doesn't mean, oh man, I should go hot and heavy and short this thing. It just means that according to my process, that I am now looking at this stock, because here's the deal. It could go 222 continuation back up to target here to 379. It could stay 2-1 for the rest of the week, or it could go 2-2 down and trigger back down to 324, or the last scenario here, it could go 2-3 3, and wouldn't that really mess up some people? A 2-3, I'm telling you, those 3 bars, if you don't understand the power of a 3 bar, you're in trouble because more people get wiped out on a 3 bar. The inside joke is everyone has a plan until you get a 3 bar. I think that's Strat Soldier's uh, thing. But overall, just know you have to keep an open mind. So the smallest time frame today is the day. And look, we have a 2-1 setup. This is why I'm telling you, you have to keep an open mind. And I already created, well, let's do it here. Let me cancel this. Because I know this is an inside bar here, I am going to set an actionable signal here, or an alert, at 3:54:39. Because it's an inside bar, and I'm also going to add an OCO condition, which tells me that this could go and trigger 3:45:40, and change this down to below. Now we wait. Now we have to be patient. Now that we've identified our trade, all we have to do is wait for them to do what they're going to do. So if they take this and they trade this to the upside, that's your first target, the top of this candle. If they trade it to the downside, this is your target, the bottom of this candle. Now, when you look at this, there is potential. What do I mean by that? Well, we already know that we have a possible 2-2 rev back to the downside. But, and here's the deal, if they do that, then they're going to target this previous low right here at 320. You see how that plays out? And based upon how I use the 10-day moving average, that means that this would be a monthly target, and I identify or mark my month with a purple line because I'm a visual guy. And so now I can go through here. Let's delete the big drawing here and recreate it as a drawing set. I can come in here and do the same thing. So now when I'm looking at this for the whole day, I know that if we have a lot of volume and price action is telling me that this is a good trade, I now can try to hit multiple targets, okay? And the first target would be 342.11, the bottom of this candle. If you trade this inside bar all the way down to 342.11 and you take your money, I would not fault you one bit. I would say, good job, be consistent, and build confidence. But for the people who have traded for quite a while and we understand momentum and volume, your second target would be 332.32, and that could be your second target. And then over here, this could be your third target of 325.58. And then of course, the moment you get down right here, if they trigger this, they're going to trigger that 222 reversal. And now on the month, your target's 276.80. Let me put that into perspective with this visual aid. 276.80 is right there. So if you can learn how to scale out of a trade after you get in because you have a decent amount of size, and if you're extremely patient, you could hit 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly another target here would be gap fill right there. And I mark gap fills like this with a dash. Will it happen? I don't know. Because here's the deal. It very well could go the other way now too, right? That would be your first target. And then all these candles that have a higher price to the left, these are also targets as you move forward. But you could also move this up right there to another gap fill as a target or a previous high. This is why you have to do your homework, and this is why you have to keep an open mind. Keep an open mind and let price tell you where they want to take this thing and have a plan going into the day. That's it. This is how I study. This is how I enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee every morning. And I hope you're learning along the way. If you have any questions, please comment. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the little bell so you're notified whenever I upload or go live. And if you haven't joined the Discord server, please join the Discord server. I would love to have you join and work with you one on one. It's free. Let me say that again. It's free because people, for some reason, right now in the world have been wired to think, what's the catch? Here's the catch. I want you to succeed as a trader. I want to give back to the Strat community, and that's why the Discord server is free and it will always stay free. I will never ask you for money. Until we meet again, take care and God bless.